In this section, we're going to start taking a look at our last type of plot, which is going to be a 3D plot. And so there's two commands that we can use to readily plot 3D functions, one of which is called EasySurf, which is equivalent to the EasyPlot function. It's just that it's going to be in 3 dimensions instead of 2 dimensions. You can use a Sims variable to be able to plot that nicely. So you could either put the quotation marks around it, like accent x squared plus y squared, close accent, or you could just use Sims and it'll work very nicely either way. fsurf is another command where, again, f is a symbolic function. It's a little bit more detailed, and I'm going to show you both of these. So let me just show you a couple of brief examples as to how we can plot and the difference between EasySurf and fsurf. Maybe so you can see the disparity in what they offer. So we have these three the functions, and what we're asked to do is we're just asked to plot them and kind of explain what we feel the surface is. And then this last one, it's asking us not to identify it. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to plot. I'm going to put on MATLAB, and let me pull this over so that way I can take a look at it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build two Sims variables, two symbolic variables. So x and y. And let's just do EasySurf. And the first one we have was 6 minus 2x minus 3y. Right? And let's just go ahead and graph that. And again, it might take a moment to run it the first time. So it's running. And one of the things we might have to do is we might have to tilt the graph a little bit to be able to see it. So all I'm doing is I'm clicking on the graph and holding in the mouse button, and I'm just rotating it. All right. So now clearly what we can do is we can see that this is a plane. Okay. So we can just do an fprintf statement. We can say this appears to be a plane. And remember, we're going to use \n to go to the next line. Right. Now let's take a look at fsurf. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. And it might take a minute to be able to plot it. Oh, I spelled fprintf. So this is our fsurf. And it's being a little slow, but it looks like the exact same thing. And that's not surprising because, well, it's just a regular old plane. It's nothing too difficult. But if we had a more complex function, it might be good for us to have the fsurf function. All right, so we're good with that one. And the next one we have, again, I'm going to use fprint. I'm going to use EasySurf. And this time, we have the function square root of 1 minus x squared minus y squared. All right, and let's see what we get out of this. All right, so we get this sort of thing. All right, it's not all that pretty. We can't necessarily tell what it is. Even if we drag it around, it looks like it's just a bunch of layers of an onion. All right, but let's try fsurf instead of EasySurf. So we're going to run it. And hopefully we get something nicer this time. Oh, and that certainly looks a lot nicer. Right? And we can rotate it, and if we just look at it, it looks like it's half of an ellipsoid. In fact, it's actually a hemisphere, all right, if we were to rotate it the right way. So we might just say that this appears to be a hemisphere. The last one that we have, it's a really ugly one, sine 5x cos 5y over y. So let's just fsurf that. Let's just do EasySurf first, just to see what it looks like. So that's going to be sine of 5x times cos of 5y div 5. All right. And let's go ahead and run it. And remember, this is using easy surf, not the really good one. All right, so that's what it looks like. Looks like a bunch of noise. All right. So not all that aesthetically pleasing. Now let's try fsurf and see if it does anything different. And we're waiting. Fsurf takes a little bit longer. But let's see if there's any significant difference in what we're going to get in the picture. All right, so a little bit different. We probably would have to rescale. We probably have to rescale what the dimensions are of the graph. And we could certainly do that. But this just gives us a pretty decent overview as to what we're looking at. Okay. So really quick overview as to how to plot in 3 dimensions. And the next videos, we're going to start taking a look at reading and writing files.